Hi, Katrina here with Age Well Senior Fitness, and today I'm going to be talking about using different kinds of lunges for balance activities. I use lunges for balance activities with my older clients or clients with special health needs, or pretty much anyone that needs work on their balance. I like lunges because they work on dynamic balance and they mimic what happens when we lose our balance. So if we lose our balance, a lot of times if we can't correct at our ankles or our hips, we'll take a step to regain our balance. So when you practice these lunges, you're laying down those neural pathways, strengthening the muscles and the movement that you need to have this recovery strategy, especially as we age. So when you are working on this with clients, you can use different levels of support. I don't know about you, but my older clients, a lot of times they can't do this without some sort of support. So you can use a countertop. I don't like countertops very much because people can weight bear through them and then they're not doing their weight shifting. They're leaning on the counter, but sometimes I don't have any other choice. You can use a wall. That's nice because you can't weight bear on it, but you can use it as a point of balance. And my favorite thing is this dowel that I have. It's a 2-inch closet rod with rubber stoppers on either end. The closet rod is normally 6 foot, and then I cut it down to 4 foot, and then got these rubber stoppers, chair stoppers from Lowe's, and put them on there. And it's fabulous because it provides support, but not too much, and it moves around, and you can pick it up when people are learning to single leg stance. But it's a great piece of equipment. Fits in my car very easily. So when I'm starting with lunges with my clients, probably the first thing I do with them is we just work on the feeling of getting a lunge down. So I have them come to a countertop and hold on to the sink, and we just work on back lunges, work on getting that foot back in the right position where you're not, leaning forward too far, just to get a feel for the movement. And then one of my favorite lunge activities to do, especially with people that have a short step length when they walk or that shuffling type gait. So older clients that might have significant balance issues walking with a walker and they have those little tiny steps. I like to do forward and backward. I call it forward and backward stepping, but they're kind of like lunges. So I have them use the pole or a counter and step forward and then step backward and then step forward and then step backwards. So this works the movement you need to have during that swing phase of gait of a long step, and then on the stand side, being able to balance for a couple seconds. And a lot of times that's why people have these little tiny steps, is because they can't balance long enough to get that leg through for a longer step. So that's one of my favorite activities. Another popular balance activity is doing clock lunges. So standing, you call out a number, or you just tell a person to go around the clock. They can go to 12, they can go to 9. I like using the diagonals, like the 4s and the 2s, instead of just the frontal and sagittal plane. And that can also be a cognitive task because they have to think about where the numbers on the clocks are and which way they're going to step. Speaking of cognitive tasks, doing dual task activities when working on balance is really important, because very rarely when we lose our balance are we ever solely thinking about the movement that we're making. Our brain is usually engaged in something else, looking around, talking to someone, thinking about where we're going. So dual task is doing a cognitive activity and a physical activity and doing them together. So one thing that I like to do, I just got these place markers. I really like them. I got them from Amazon. There's 10 of them. They have numbers 1 through 10, and they are different colors. And I'll put them on the ground. Right now I have a couple of clients that have mild to moderate cognitive impairment, so I only use 3 with them. Too many confuses them and makes the choices too hard. If you have someone with normal cognitive skills, and you can use a whole bunch of them all around you. So, and then I'll just have them, step on green, step on 8, and then go to 8. Something else you can do to make the cognitive task a little bit harder is, a math problem, 4 plus 4, and have them step on 8. Maybe I could use some balance training too. 5 plus 5, and have them step on 10. To make it more difficult, you can move the place markers out further so that they have to make a longer step and then having to shift that way back to their point of start. I like these activities. They have a good cognitive component to them. It's good for dynamic balance, and I find you can do them almost anywhere. Now, that's it for lunges for balance today. If you have any comments, please leave them below in the comments section. If you have any questions about things that you'd like me to put on down the road, any issues you're having with your senior clients, any issues you're having with maybe a certain like population, COPD, Parkinson's, that type of thing, I would love to post a video. I want to know what you guys want to see, and don't forget to subscribe. See you later. Thank you.